Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas and welcome to a very special holiday episode of Trippy Food. Today, we're going to do something a little bit special. We're going to go to the North Pole and we are going to have a balanced breakfast as eaten by Buddy the Elf in the movie Elf. And so we have assembled here all the ingredients of the breakfast that he made. We have Hershey syrup, we have maple syrup, we have sprinkles or jimmies for all of you in Boston. We have M&Ms, and we have the Christmas variety of M&Ms. We have mini marshmallows, and we have chocolate frosted Pop-Tarts, and of course the main dish, spaghetti. So we're going to put this all on here. Now, a couple of caveats. In the movie, Buddy is partial to maple syrup. Now, when you go into a store and you see syrup, take a look at it and make sure you're getting pure maple syrup. If it's not pure maple syrup, then it's going to be called pancake syrup or table syrup. Things like Log Cabin or Mrs. Butterworth's, it's going to be table syrup. And they contain either none or very, very little actual maple syrup in it. So go with the maple syrup. It's natural. It's a natural sugar. We're putting a lot of sugar on here, so you want to go with a natural sugar. And if it's good enough for Buddy, it's good enough for us. The Hershey syrup, we used Hershey syrup, but this is Hershey Simply 5. I looked at the regular, normal Hershey syrup, and it has all kinds of weird chemical ingredients and bisphosphorus, and this one just basically has natural ingredients like cocoa and things like that. So this one has better ingredients for you. Again, if we're going to mess up our health with something like this, let's go with as natural ingredients as possible. So the rule on the spaghetti is you don't want it to be too hot, because if it's too hot, all this stuff is going to melt on it. If it's too cold, it's cold spaghetti. So I would go with room temperature. Also, you probably want your maple syrup and your chocolate syrup to be room temperature as well, because again, too cold or too hot, it's going to be a disgusting mess. So we might as well get started. I may get the order wrong of what he put on it, but we'll try our best. So I think he started with the sprinkles or jimmies. And again, I went with the colorful ones. That is really colorful. I think this is going to be a nice looking dish. Next, I think we're going to go with the M&Ms. And we'll just put some of those on there. I decided to get the Christmassy ones for color. And then I think we go with the marshmallows, the mini marshmallows. That ought to do it. Then the chocolate syrup. The maple syrup, and then last but not least, the chocolate frosted Pop-Tarts. Now, I believe in the movie, Buddy tried this first, and then he put the Pop-Tarts, then he crumbled the Pop-Tarts out, and then he tried it again. We're not going to do that because I don't want to have to do this more than once. So I'm just going to put the Pop-Tart on it now, and you just kind of crumble that on there like this. Now, here's my line of thinking. My line of thinking is that this, with the exception of the spaghetti, is really the same thing that you would put maybe on an ice cream sundae. You would like just top an ice cream sundae with this. So really we're just substituting spaghetti for ice cream, so it shouldn't be as sweet. Now the caveat is, apparently during the film, when Will Ferrell actually went to eat this, and some of the other things, but when he went to actually eat this, he took a mouthful of it and he vomited. So I don't know. I'm a little bit nervous about this, but we're going to give it a shot anyways. I mean, how bad can it be, really? So let's go ahead and... by the way, the Italian-American in me made the spaghetti al dente. You can make it whatever way you want, but, you know, that's just how I roll. Now, In the movies, he just picked this up with his hand and started eating it. I think I can see why, because it's really difficult to get a generous forkful of this with all the ingredients in it, but we're going to try our best. It's actually not terrible. I would think this would be totally disgusting. The maple syrup adds a nice flavor to it. The maple syrup and the chocolate syrup together add a really nice flavor to it. I don't really like M&Ms anyways, but those are hard to taste in there. The marshmallows are just puffed sugar. There's a lot of chocolate in here. Here, let's get more stuff in there. There's some M&Ms and marshmallows, and I think we got enough stuff in here. This is a mess. Now, the spaghetti's on the cold side, but it's okay. I like cold Asian noodles, you know? So, when I watched the movie, I was disgusted by this. But actually tasting it, it's really not too bad. I'm not a big fan of sweet stuff, but this isn't really that crazy. So, maybe it's the quantity he put on there. I don't know if he poured like a lot of maple syrup on there or a lot of chocolate or something, but this actually isn't too bad. So, I don't know if this is a Christmassy dish. Maybe it could use a few candy canes or something, but other than that, it's not too bad. So I might actually try to finish this. Anyways, hope you have a good holiday. Hope you're enjoying yours. Maybe make this a new tradition, and we'll see you soon. Happy holidays. Thanks for checking out Trippy Food. If you enjoyed watching that video half as much as I did making it, well then I enjoyed it twice as much as you did. And if that's the case, you'll probably like this video right here. And if not, check out this video right here. That one's a little bit different. Either way, leave a comment down below. And be sure to subscribe by clicking on the Trippy Food icon right here. Glad you could make it, and we hope to see you again soon.